Oh, wow, look at that. When the lights go on, you're like, that's not Thomas. Well, it's not, ladies and gentlemen. Andy Lengube is the name standing in for Thomas Mlambo, who'll be back in the new year. Welcome to it. It's Sport 10, the very last one for the year. You can see the Merry Christmas nature in which I've come in, looking like a young, dashing Black Father Christmas. I'm not coming down no chimney, though. Welcome to it. So I'm going to know I'm down and down silicona. Mo ling fela, na fela muwe. Oskatata. I've got an amazing guest. One is a defender, but he doesn't play football. He's a defender of house. Maybe the guy sitting next to him, who's won everything there is to win this year, can hire him. Let's see how good he is with his feet. I know two people that aren't so good with their feet, but they're amazing with their hands, and they came with their coach. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to welcome all my guests. Before I go to them, though, I'll give the pleasure to a regular on the show.
Yes, thank you very much, Thomas. Welcome to the show. And it's not a mistake, I'm just saying, yeah, that's it, Thomas Alwana. But anyway, you are more than a guest, you are home, so relax, do as you do. So welcome to Sport 10. Take over, Mfanak.
We love to visit, but no, you can do anything. Maraska robala, moska tinta fridge, ska light the stove, but you're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The man of the hour is giving me the golden keys. But let's start on the far end and introduce our guests. We've got, of course, from the TUT volleyball team. I'm going to start in the middle right there because William Party, Upumzile Kumalo. Upumzile, welcome to the show and thank you so much for bringing the captains.
Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you for having me today. And
of course, to your left there, Nelia Tembe is with you. Nelia, which one of these trophies is yours? Team yako Naib as captain.
These are all for the team.
That's a team, sir.
Well, that's the TUT volleyball team. We'll be speaking to them about their great achievements this season. And of course, being the first to go all the way to Zone 6, we'll hear about how they feel about that and the year they've had so far. Next to them is a man that won absolutely everything there is to win this season. I've spoken to him plenty of times on my radio show on Radio 2000, Sportside Live with Andile. There he is, Jerry Shabalala. He's the coach of the Sundowns women's team, of course. Jerry, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Andile.
Yeah. Can I interrupt you a little bit? When his team was here, he couldn't make it. Like the Sundowns ladies, he couldn't make it, and we gave them a huge standing ovation. But because the man of the hour is here, the guy who took them there and came back with the glory, so I think it would be fitting for all of us to just rise and give him a round of applause. I feel we're waiting. National assets. National assets. National assets. Take it in, boy. Take it in.
Very deserving.
Take it in.
Very deserving. I mean, the first ever winner of the CAF Champions Women's League. But here's what was so nice. He works for Sundowns. And if you know anything about Sundowns is that whenever they win a trophy, the money that they win goes to the technical team and the players, right?
Yeah.
So everything
yeah.
And then I read an article, Jerry. Jerry, you won the biggest accolade there is to win in women's football. You are the best team in the entire Africa. How much did you win with the CAF Champions Women's League?
Look, Angela, with CAF, they normally don't show the price, but CAF it's a big brand. Surely, email-wise, by Kulum Guti, Ingenile. Possibly you're on call, but CAF, they're still on it.
Yeah.
Talking about it to say how much all the ladies, because when we were in Egypt, we were calling to one of the meetings to say all the teams that qualified for the biggest event in Egypt, they will get their share. So we had a meeting with Raul Chipenda from CAF, who really assured us that
December so.
December January.
My middle name is Charity. So if they say just take some money to charity of choice,
there you go. And of course, next to him is a man that's rewoken and taken the men. Because when you look at DJing right now, it's a far cry from Abu Andi. The women are leading there. If it was soccer, it would be 10-0. But the one person who's defending not only house music, but defending the honor of men in DJing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Bamtanda, Oscar Ball.
Guys, how are you?
Bo, your surname, what is it short for? Oscar Bo, what is the Bo short for?
Bo is my first name actually, Mbongeni. Oscar, the name is Ndlovu.
So Oscar Mbongeni Ndlovu.
Yes.
And you
No,
decided...
Mbongeni, Oscar, and Love.
Oh, the other way around. So
Yeah.
Bosk.
Yeah, Mbo Oscar, basically.
Sure. I can write fixer.
His latest album, Defenders of House, is what we're going to be talking about as well. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be a great one. I'll get in straight to the news stories, and let's see how much they know and can contribute to all the stories. As you know, the Indians have arrived in South Africa to take on the Proteas, of course, in the Test series and in a tour that's inbound. And the biggest story coming out of that is that Andach Noti is out for the first test. He will not be participating. This, of course, puts a dampener on what South Africa's plans would have been. This is the man they need.
La music, Dima.
Zulu. I don't know that.
Man. Ah, Mutuachale.
Or 20 roads, as 20 roads, yes.
Well, Andach Nochi is not going to be here, but the most important thing here is, if you look at Virat Kohli, he's been by far, over the last 10 years or so, the best cricketer in the world. And as South Africa, he's on our shores. This is the last opportunity before he retires for any South African to see this man live.
Yeah, I think it's a big dent for us to not have technology, but you know we are South African. We always have, like, you know, we always have ways of covering our tracks. Whether we go to Ghana and then Bahana, and we always come up with a plan. So it's good days for us. So we'll be fine.
Let's go to the one place where most black people don't go, to the swimming pool. Wellbrook, breaking many records. I'm pretty sure good
Okay. But we know the strokes that he does.
What does he do?
Shapa freestyle.
Lane.
Marke stroke yona e re hitsing.
I say freestyle.
Yeah, get butterfly. Mara ke re like black people have a sign language ya go swim ba re ula. We are swim.
So if you had to do a sign, nobody to swim. Uzwenze ipi? There you go. Tapelo ki.
Ah, we are going to
Yo. Moto so Pumbalang.
Yeah, mara o tswa Mpumalanga kae ka nnete o tswa go kae? Swaziland, I guess.
Let's move on to tennis news now. And this is a big one, particularly for the athletes here, because I'd love to know about vaccination being compulsory. As we see, of course, the Australian Open has decided, and Rafa has said he's in, but Djokovic still in doubt on this one. Yeah. And, you know, the two names bring big numbers to any tournament. Let me go to the athletes there. It's compulsory. Was it a choice for you? How did it work for you, and how do you feel about that?
Okay, for me personally, at first it was like a choice. But then I feel like we all just need to prepare mentally for it. Before I went to get the vaccine, it was a choice, but then I ended up deciding for myself that this was what I wanted. And then
Oscar, I mean, you're playing to huge crowds now. I mean, not as big as what you used to before COVID hit. How do you feel in your instance, in your world, about vaccination? Compulsory vaccination.
Look, man, I feel like our industry was the most affected by COVID. Literally everything proceeded. Even sports, although there are no fans in the stadiums, but business is going forward. So vaccination for us has changed, other than being that thing of being safe, but other than being a thing of us living with it, you know. So I would agree that we need it more than anyone if you want to work, if you know what I mean, because our field is more filled with people who wish with a close interaction, small places, you know. So it's very compulsory, and I'm not an ambassador for COVID, but I really wish people could really take it serious and just take the jab.
Oscar. Now I understand why Banyana Baba Khafa Sochu. Wamuka also. And then, you know, Andile, Wabana, and then Karobana Katsoha.
Yeah, I think it does the Ayebo slow motion. Ayebo.
Oscar, that's why we're hitting edge.
No ways. No ways. Biskumang COVID, yeah. So,
why is one mixer?
All right, so let's move on and go to our next story, of course, which is one that's got a lot of people asking the question, is he the greatest point guard of all time? I'm talking about Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, and his jumper is water. He is red hot and doing the shimmy. He is filthy. The best shooter that has ever played.
Curry for three. Puts it in. First name Steph, last name Curry.
Steph Curry has now made more threes than any rookie in NBA history.
Curry fires. It's good. What a performance.
I realized I could be aggressive. I can go for daggers.
Another three, yes!
You got to have the audacity to take some chances, believe in yourself.
There's the record. He stands alone as the best three-point shooter in a single season in NBA history.
Curry flings it the other way, and he got it!
When we say best shooter ever, how many guys shoot one-foot runners from 25 feet?
The brilliance of Steph Curry on full display.
He's been a great teammate, even a better friend. You root for guys like Steph because he doesn't take any shortcuts.
Curry's gonna have to put it up. Oh, he knocks it down! 3 seconds. Curry from half court. Oh, he puts it in at the buzzer.
I don't know what else to say. It's the same thing after every game. It's just utter amazement.
He's incredible!
And he still hasn't missed. And that's the greatest three-point shooter the game has ever seen.
Knocking in another! They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
He can shoot the ball anyway. The familiarity we have with each other, I know how to get him a shot. We created a bond that's kind of unbreakable.
For the record, no man has made 13 threes in a game until tonight.
This makes it look so easy. It's just lethal.
Curry sets, fires, puts it up. Bang! Steph Curry from way downtown.
You can't do him like that, Steph.
Curry for three, puts it in, and he's the NBA all-time leader in playoff threes.
He is so big time.
Curry, step back three, bang!
Curry, three-quarter court. Good off the glass. The Hollywood ending would be Curry hitting the shot to put it away.
The big question is he the greatest point guard of all time? He's broken Ray Allen's record now, has Steph Curry when it comes to threes.
Yeah, but we need to get people up to speed that when they say the greatest point guard of all time, like shooter of all time. So don't take the argument somewhere when you say, yeah, but Michael Jordan, yeah, but mama. We're talking about shooting 3 points being the point guard. So in that regard, I can tell you right now, he's unmatched and he's the best. Even LeBron knows that he's selling more sneakers, but when it comes to 3 points,
If you want to watch this man live, there's a match, Phoenix Suns versus Golden State Warriors. It's live right here on SABC 1. Midnight is when you can catch it. I believe it on 26. That's when you can, of course, stay overnight and watch that. There were some live matches today in football. Jerry, did you watch some of the games?
No, unfortunately not.
You didn't watch? Right, well, let me tell you some of the matches that went down and, of course, show you as well. Stellenbosch were playing, and take a look at this. They were playing TSG, of course, 87th minute here, and take a look at this. They had to score this goal in order for them to go second, just behind Sundowns. How unfortunate. Jerry, talk to me about that.
Yeah, look, you could see the combination play there from the players, you know. It tells you that they've worked on this at training.
But unfortunate that, Msima.
It is, and unfortunately it happens. If those kind of lucks doesn't happen in a game situation, you've got to create those kind of situations, you know. So it's more or less similar to the games that I've watched earlier on. As much as I didn't watch PSL, but I've watched the under-15s around the Timbis, the young girls. So basically, as you know, I'm working with girls just to see if I could have those under-15s and bring them to Sundowns. So I've seen a similar scenario to this.
I actually spent my day at Timbis as well with the Philly games, watching some of those matches there. There's a lot of off-season matches all around the country. I know the Mahlobo games are starting tomorrow as well, so get out there and support local football. Oscar,
Angimnandi kakhulu.
Bodlala.
Yeah, abuzo coach Loran uthi hayi.
Yeah.
Ngimnandi.
Which position?
Strike.
Which everyone is a strike until you pass them the ball.
Chair. Top strike. Yeah.
Where did you play?
I actually played back home growing up, right? I had an opportunity to play for Morocco Swallows. But my parents didn't allow me to go to a boys' school.
No,
that's how it died. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, for real.
So mangaleti bola mara
Yeah, but I mean, you can't come from where Mandla Masang was coming and not love football. You know? We're from the same hood.
The great Mandla Masang from Kaizer Chiefs and then Avaya.
Man, you know what? I'll sell you walking out, but it's not play with walk.
Exactly. If you're not close.
Mama, I was going to walk. Guys, let's take a look at this.
Yes.
Jeremy, do you approve?
Yeah.
Convert, we defend, we left back, but convert, Mr. Striker.
I might walk well. You're this close to Max Maponyano. At least you is something.
So who do you Coach, what do you think of that walk? You play?
I play.
Yeah, what
yeah, I'm going to
Let's take a look at more matches, of course, that were done. It was high scoring this match. I actually watched this one and quite enjoyed the number of goals that were scored. I think 5 in all by the time the game had ended. SuperSport United taking on Cape Town City early on in the 8th minute. Good goal this from Gambini. But it wasn't the end of that. They take a 2-0 lead. And of course, when it comes to free kicks, uthemba bani SuperSport? Bona, uzophathwa uwe. Izophathwa uwe na kanjani? Kwena la ka free kick.
Yeah.
Take a look at this. I mean, SuperSport United leading by a goal in the 26th minute. What a beaut. So, ngiyazi ukuthi ibhola nawe goes no uphuma impumalanga uzolclaima. What do you think of that?
It's unfortunate. I used to be a goalkeeper. That's the worst nightmare, goalkeeper.
So what did this keeper do wrong, Lapan?
That was just too good. There was nothing he could do, Lapan. It was just too fast, too good.
In short, bamshaye.
Bamshayile nje kavume, but dawulunga. Akusigame yayetala manje dawulungisa. It's fine.
Yeah. Penalty given there by the ref. Let's take a look at this. Keeper left or right?
Left.
We will score.
Where is left?
Well, left there were goals galore in this match, of course, including a red card as well, as you can see, that's been given. At this point, 2-1, and it looked like Cape Town City could come back. Very unfortunate.
No, pressure. But I like the fact that the Cape Town City take into consideration that banner red card, but they still managed to come back. It's good. It shows character.
There's nothing you can do about that goal, even if you are a goalkeeper. Shampunaiza, that is a cracker of the goal and a game-winning goal too.
Beautiful goal. There's been a whole lot of up and down score for SuperSport United, and having goals like that will actually boost their morale. Because hey, so that's a beautiful goal. Well done, SuperSport United.
Before we do go into an ad break, I'm going to talk to you, of course, about one of the more. What do you think, what do you think is the most watched, top 5 most watched sports at the Olympics?
The Olympics?
Puma number 1 call after 100 meters.
Swimming?
Swimming is there, but not quite. Can you believe that volleyball is one of the most watched sports at the Olympics? Pumzile, did you know that?
Beach volleyball.
I actually did not know about it, but at least it's good to be here. Now I'm gaining new knowledge as well.
Then my question is, where do I go watch volleyball here in South Africa?
We have a number of teams around South Africa as a whole. We have team in TUT, Tshwane University of Technology, where we come from as TUT. So you are more than welcome. Everyone who's willing to come and play with us, you're welcome to come to our institution. You can find us in our TUT Sports Facebook page. You can find us in our TUT Volleyball Club Facebook page as well.
Beach volleyball. Interesting blind. Because you are in the beach. So basically when you're watching, you feel like, yo, I'm in the beach. Like, there's no better explanation than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, while he's on the roll, let me unleash him. They call him the heavyweight of comedy. Tips, Shampunaiza.
Yes. Clap and papa tamato, like, just, you can see. Christmas, Morara, Ipulela, more about Biden. But guys, I need us to just keep quiet a little bit. Yeah. 4-1 Ebutluku, guys. 4-1 Ebutluku. Ebutluku 4-1. Even if Kibulela Giakwa, Lekiakwa, in Nanzil Ebutluku, 4-1 Ebutluku, Ebutluku 4-1. Ebutluku, guys. Kur parete, you're not very good, holy parete, Kur Sundowns, you're not Palane. Yaba palla, kure Sundowns e palla pirate. It's like Sundowns ki English and a pirate takes a rank. Like who pala, guys, who pala. Like every time I look at them, who win? Why is Baba Trapi level to get level let's game after 30 minutes, no gargle level let's Sarafina mo patting a labopella. Safa, there's a cause walla, shopper. Shop and Balaga Zulu. You can Balaga Zulu pirates bet he will get about one lanyana something obituary market well. You know, like now I can realize resource I get. Like even after game, you have San City logo TV, Nike Konodi Cree. Because he had the stadium. So pirates is just no about shopper for one. Kibone ever fit like a dressing room ngwale, never visit wheelchair, le Colgate. So nanga magazine mar Colgate again. Colgate again, which is about no. Olebelle advert that thing. I get an calcium, so it makes bones stronger. So, yeah, it makes bones a little bit strong. So, Baba, for Colgate, Bimola, Baba Tapisa Meno, Baba Tapa, like, no, Pirate Kuriona, Ijile, Baba, by Java is ICU, the doctor, the shifter, Narimudimu, who fedilem. C'est suile, Rulane after coach, Rulane post-match interview. You know about Jila so much that Banyaka Lu congratulate something. Rulane, congratulations to Pirates on a beautiful first half. Yamana, is it that you win or lose? I very get that congratulations. And shout out to Mam Kize for being able to organize a wedding and still beat Kaizer Chiefs. Alabile, atasitegi chakalaka mo still abatra. But like what's the guy? Namula Chiefs go shema. No, for now go hell level Mam Kize send the mem. Like bye balejile Chiefs like come kwelong or hurafuka then something's a short. The way something's a short down, make it feel our labor is Kitty Chiefs now moving forward by a crop top to show something is missing.
We're going to take a very quick ad break. When we come back on the other side, my guests are still here. We'll speak about Christmas and, of course, all the memories from childhood as we tackle volleyball, football, and music.
The world go round and can't afford to let pain get in your way. You need fast, effective pain relief that gets ready to work in 10 seconds on the go. It's the same Grandpa you trust. Grandpa, trusted for over 100 years.
Try the new God Cheese King's Your Burger Meal for only $89.90 at Steers.
Supporting your immune system starts with a healthy routine. Centrum with vitamin C, vitamin D and zinc helps you stay balanced and helps to maintain your immune system day after day. Support your immune system with Centrum, the world's #1 multivitamin. Try Centrum today.
New Advanced Shield, now with 72-hour non-stop protection. The more you move, the harder it works. Try new Shield, now with 72-hour non-stop protection.
1, 2.
Get the Huawei Nova 9 for $449 per month for 36 months on an MTN Mega Gigs or Mega Talk Access plan with a free lace headset and more. Call, click or visit us today. Go big, go Boza. Everywhere you go, MTN.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in South Africa.
Dan, I know that meat looks tender, but not so much when your chest is burning. Remember the last time? Yeah, wow, bo. Iring had been mungani. Ungashi in any situation. Eno gets to work in 6 seconds to relieve the 6 symptoms of heartburn.
Today is going to be a big day.
Why do you always say that?
What if today you score that winning try?
Let's go.
Wow, today can be a big day.
Whatever happens, we're ready. With Aquafresh confidence, today can be a big day.
Welcome back. It's Sport at 10. It's that time of the year when Thomas takes some time out, and I come in to fill in for him, but also just usher you into Christmas and, of course, the New Year in style. My name is Andy Ngube, and as my panel of guests sitting on the other side, on the far end there, we've got TUT Volleyball. They've done fantastically well this year. Pumzi and Ali, as well as the Sponiso, and, of course, Sucheri Shabalala from the Sundowns women's team, and next to him, Oscar Mbo. Oscar, when you're growing up in Mpumalanga, this time of the year, what was it like?
I mean, Tina's clearly in a football-loved area. So it was almost like I'm a Masewa Pela, like for the year. You know, it's always the exciting fixtures. I think I'm a last match. I mean, I was 20. You know, from there on, it's a holiday season. I'm a game makers, more like Davidton Phillies in Tembisa, informal football games, and then family time, like really. But it's always a good festive spirit. It was nice.
Are you going home?
Unfortunately not. I'm spending Christmas on the road. I'm working every day, so I
Wow,
can't.
you're breaking the stereotype. You know, white people go on holiday, black people, we go home.
Jerry, where did you grow up?
I'm from Free State, Ekwak.
And is it the same? Was it the same vibe where you grew up? What is Christmas like? What is the festive period like?
Yeah, look, Ekwak, I left Ekwak when I was about, I think I was 10.
Man, where are you say Kwakwa?
Yeah.
Man, he's like,
Kwak, get a Kwak.
Okay.
Kama di matra wanis.
Okay.
But that was so terrible.
Ogasa vu.
Kitwa, haya kitwa. Huleng haruna papalaka bolonya ninya ki juice. Ogana juice tete nuanza kwa. Khidi kenya dipampiri ka ha. Khatla papalaka tsona uye. Ha so lotla nako yela bo late ka yela bo Christmas. Bolo ne site. Ne rempa re papala strat temfe. So as soon as we left Free State, my parents bought a house kama Joburg. That's when ngaza nyavuka ngibona ukuthi man kunento ekuthiwa ibhola. There's football, the team is
like an actual soccer ball.
There's an actual soccer ball.
We won this umdala.
It's cool. For me to go back home, 10 rand we bump after 3 months. So it's very difficult. So, but Zoya Kaya, Kulele Kona, Zakaya, Melania tell good Stephen Lelo.
But they're proud of you now because they have a superstar. They have someone who has taken Africa. So you know what? You have done well for that place. And then please say the name of the place so they can understand who they have like a living legend that is you.
Nugget of Kwakwa Masale. How feel you school Sapame? Kahosho.
But Masaleng, your hero. The one and only. Prajeri Chavala.
Thank you so much for that story. Nili, when you're part of the new generation, the struggles still are Baba Osaz, I'm sure.
Mina, both my parents are from Mozambique, but I was born and raised in South Africa.
Sure. Okay, so I want to fish. And where do you come across being raised in South Africa? Where do you come across volleyball?
Back in primary. In my primary school, there was a coach there who taught volleyball, but then he was only training guys. He didn't have a female team. So that year, he decided that, no, let me start a girls' team. So he was also an educator there. So he came to one of our classes, dished out papers to fill in, and asked who would like to join. And I was one of them because home was right there. That's how it all started.
But, you know, volleyball surely, Pumzile, is one of those sports where it could be unisex. You could have men and women compete on the same level. Or am I just looking at it in the wrong way? Because I'm just thinking, the way that it's played, the strength that is needed, the technique that is needed, would it be possible to mix teams and have men go up against women and have it be a bilaterally unisex sport instead of having a women's team and a men's team?
Look, when you're going to play with social games or social tournament, you can mix both teams and have ladies and gents. But for serious tournaments like the Zone 6 tournaments, your Volleyball South Africa, we are strict in terms of the gender, mainly to try and balance as well. They just have to compete against other ladies, and then gents will compete with the gents as well. So for social development, for any other games, you can mix. Because even when we train, we also train as ladies and gents, mainly to ensure we strengthen the team because when they compete with other ladies, they stand a better chance to win. Hence, we are the champs today, simply because of that.
And just to add on to that, I think, you know, we discussed something like that on here on Sport at 10. I think also to be in the Olympics, we need a male and female team. Like we were talking netball, sorry to offer up a little bit. We were asking the netball team, why is there no netball in the Olympics? And they say every sport has to have a female and a male team. So I feel like, but with the way you are thinking and saying the strength and what got needed, it makes sense, Mara.
Break those shackles.
Yeah, I think the hierarchy.
Look at them, they're looking so great. My guests are staying with me all the way till top of the hour. Thank you so much for choosing us. We're ushering you into a merry spirit. When we come back, have they ever met Father Christmas? All of that when we return.
Our pursuit of more has become a trap. There are 46 ways to order coffee, 1,000 ways to wear your hair. We call this a meal, and this a hug. Adapters need adapters, and passwords need passwords. Even our watches have to remind us to breathe. That's good advice, by the way. Maybe it's time to uncomplicate things. We could all do with a little more simple goodness. Bacoma Wheat Bix, because simple is good.
Mom's got a headache. Get Calpol.
Calpol tablets release medicine 5 times faster than standard paracetamol tablets to relieve pain, fever, and headache, so you can get back to life fast. Calpol tablets for pain and fever release medicine 5 times faster than standard paracetamol tablets. Now for adults.
I just wanna feel good every day. I wanna wear a smile on my face. I'm gonna live this day as best as I can. Doing everything that feels right. Singing la 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 la.
Real looks good on you. Liquid fruit, nothing but fruit.
I guess most people get stretch marks, right? I use new Vaseline with Moroccan argan oil to help smooth mine. I noticed the difference after 1 week. So even when life stretches us, we never have to hold back.
New Vaseline with Moroccan argan oil moisturizes and helps smooth stretch marks.
Beautiful, isn't it? Oh my.
35, 36, 37, 38.
Oh my. This tastes real good.
Oh, baby. Plenty.
All Gold is crammed full of tomatoes. All Gold tastes real good.
New Sensodyne Repair and Protect with Deep Repair. It's a huge game changer for me. The science is pretty amazing because it really goes deep inside the tooth and repairs tooth sensitivity. And I'm going to see happy patients. They'll be able to go back to the things that they enjoy eating the most. The science is there. It's going to improve their quality of life in a big way. This is the first thing I recommend. The new Sensodyne Repair and Protect with Deep Repair.
Rice doesn't get better than this. Speckle.
The Big 5 Stokvel Bonanza. Win your share of 5 million rand in prizes. Buy any 3 of these top brands to enter. Go to speco.co.za for details.
Of course, celebrations from the Sundowns women's team after winning that Women's Champions League. Cherry Posako Uhlopila Banyambona, Mr. Mutsepe, they can't jive. Otherwise, Uti Mansaka.
I never, Mnando.
Yeah.
Should Oscar Mangati, hey, unleash.
Unleash Oscar Zombon, chairman. Chairman, no, don't eat that. Let's finish as corner.
Any Kaza Manchester.
Eat that, let's go.
Which have one man?
One man, as well.
Where was it, Temple?
I mean, I'm coming and taxing those.
So, where was it in Temple?
It's Oscar idlale phela ngomdawo
ukutempela like style.
It's adlale phela
Oh,
no,
we're going to play a song at the end. It's not going to be quite Tempele, but it's going to be even better because it's going to be Oscar Mbo's song himself. Jenny, growing up where you did, Father Christmas, have you ever met him? Have you ever seen him? Has he ever brought you anything?
You know, the first time I saw Father Christmas was when I was a mall at Joburg.
Okay.
When I'm eating at the mall, I'm manging with Kiman value.
Yeah.
Mama Kiman, Linagam. The only thing he has good, I only know good for Christmas, he's white, good to Umlu. But only when growing up, I realized good man. That's when I realized that. Yeah. But I've never met Father Christmas before.
Well, for people who don't know where Thomas is, we went to a place in Venda called The Farm, so he got a tender to be Father Christmas. Thomas,
so maybe elf
so if in case you guys are wondering where he is, busy Father Christmas almost different. Get Thomas.
I mean, you're younger. You don't come from the same generation, Nati Nabo Cheri. So when Christmas ginama presenti impathlezi about Father Christmas.
Ekaya, there's this other tradition corner of saying siya pikana as songela, we pick amakama. So and then on Christmas Day, you bought me present. I bought makuma Lilia bought still coach so now Christmas Day, that's when we say you that gift then I jive before I start for that matter. You need to dance for it like the spirits are like we are in Christmas.
Pardon me? Still doing it to this day?
Yeah, we still to no, I can't say it now. I sing after Christmas.
So it's a secret?
Yeah, it's a secret. You don't need to know. Yeah, it's a secret.
And what's the price limit? Because you can't spend more than 500 in Sham. Ninantin?
It's okay, Malia Kona, because nothing what you do, let's do all right. So, Yakupu, Malia. You standardized Malia Coin. When you lost 50 rands or something, and I'm a perfume, I'm a sweet, I'm a chocolate.
It's the gift that counts. It's the thought that counts, of course. Yeah. Oscar Bo, let's come back to DJing at the moment. There's an insurgent of women, girls that are DJing, females that are taking onto the decks, and they're doing phenomenally well. But I mean, you get onto social media and you just see so much backlash on that.
Yeah. What about it?
What are your thoughts on that? I mean, I see a lot of guys saying, "Atina sapu."
Yeah. No. Abantu abasebenza. You know, people need to understand that the game has changed. Everything is evolving. Everything is getting modernized. You know, hard work needs to meet creativity, you know, professionalism. So I'm really happy about the female aspect of it because we do need diversity. I mean, that is an example of what we are trying to talk about, like right now about the Olympics, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about the female DJs. They are tapping into the market. They are changing their own lives, their parents' lives, and they are taking the game to a different level. I'm for that. I just wish we can get more of them, you know, and more growth so that people can just work. You know, people can go to social media and complain about it. It won't change the fact that they need to be modern and work harder.
100% with you. Jerry, unali punch lelabo malum. Ngizolithenga because Oscar faneke organize Uncle Waffles bese wona negotiator as umalum. Uyamazi Uncle Waffles?
Next.
Amazo Uncle Waffles. Oscar, I'm going to translate Uncle Waffles ke ma.
Proper DJ, new DJ.
Yeah.
Umnandi coach.
Umnandi. Coach. Hey, striker coach.
Yeah.
Ula.
Out to some sign. Out to some sign is in board. Here's him Sundowns. Out to some sign.
Yeah.
Uncle Waffles.
No, she's doing her best. You know, right now the people who are complaining about female DJs coming into the scene, you only have one job to do. Up your game, bro.
Yeah.
Then they'll book you. So you can't be fighting with these women. They're doing what they're doing. Go ahead and do what you do.
100%. I'm all for it. I'll go to every gig she has. Every gig. I'll be right there in the front.
Shooting your shot.
Killing more. Yeah? We'll take a very quick break. When we come back, Defenders of House, Oscar Bo's got something special for the festive. But also, I want to know, what's everybody listening to right now? When I grew up, December was all about Brenda Fast. That's it. But nowadays, it's a little bit different. He's defending house music. Can he win versus this Amapiano surgeon that's hit South Africa at the moment? All of that when we come back. It's fun times on Sport at 10.
It's about that time. It's about that vibe. And at ShopRite Liquor Shop, we celebrate the festive vibes with our low prices. Like any 2 6-packs of Brutal Fruit Spirit Cooler, only 105 Rand. And 2 bottles of Gordon's London Dry Gin, just 285 Rand. Celebrate anything and everything at ShopRite Liquor Shop.
Today is going to be a big day.
Why do you always say that?
What if today you score that winning try?
Let's go.
Wow, today can be a big day.
Whatever happens, we're ready. With Aquafresh confidence, today can be a big day.
Done. I know that meat looks tender, but not so much when your chest is burning. Remember the last time? Yeah, wow, bo. Iring had been mungani. Ngashi, in any situation, Ina gets to work in 6 seconds to relieve the 6 symptoms of heartburn.
This is OTT. Don't try this at home. Go OTT with Debonair's pizzas on the triple. That's 3 large pizzas for just $229.90. Debonair's Pizza. Try something amazing.
New Advanced Shield, now with 72-hour non-stop protection. The more you move, the harder it works. Try new Shield, now with 72-hour non-stop protection.
Supporting your immune system starts with a healthy routine. Centrum with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc helps you stay balanced and helps to maintain your immune system day after day. Support your immune system with Centrum, the world's #1 multivitamin. Try Centrum today.
If you getting up, then I'm leading. This vibe is all I'm yearning for. Feels like my soul you're feeding. Let's dance a day away and have some fun. I like it when you feel the beat. When we're walking down the street, we like to move our feet. Oh, 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 oh.
make the world go round and can't afford to let pain get in your way. You need fast, effective pain relief that gets ready to work in 10 seconds on the go. It's the same Grandpa you trust. Kushintsha style kuphela. Grandpa, trusted for over 100 years.
Welcome back. TUT Volleyball is in the studio. We've got Tips the Shampunizer, Oscar, the defender of house, the taker of our girlfriends, Mbo, of course, Jerry Shabalala as well. How do you feel about that, though, Oscar? Like, do you feel it? Is it true to you? Is it a real thing?
That time, miss.
What do you mean?
For real. But no, it's not a thing for me.
But you know of that. You know what you, Oscar.
I do. I mean, I get it everywhere, every day, you know. But I never let it get to my head, you know. It's just people speaking for me. That's it.
Oh, you hear it every day. What do you hear? What's it?
You know, skin to crash on like it's all those things, and I'm like, hey, Bafit, sasebenza money, you know. Just play the music, buy the music, stream the music, you know. Come to my shows, buy my merch, you know.
Uchiri man,
angazi ngoba ngenkathi walk alabe ngithi mhlambe ngizobona negwegwe nyana noma ngabe ashaya iwalk yomhlaba angiyibonanga kahle kodwa ngisazobheka kahle mangibuya, but I guess the height is there. So yeah,
there's nothing we can do about that. Oh, there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, no, it's Gregorizing.
Let me go now to you, Pumzile, as far as music. This time, this festive time, like I said, mina ngisakula bawati ukuthi this time of the year, Brenda Fassie owns it, uvula indlela, yonke leyo nto. What are you listening to now?
You know, I come from a family of Christians. Whether it's Christmas or it's New Year's Eve or whatsoever, trust me, we'll listen to Hlenge Mhlaba, we'll be listening to Brenda Fassie. We just listen to this old music. Lessons of Tempela, Asizas, Nisfunda Kwenala. But Ekaya all the way, all throughout the year, we listen to gospel music.
But really? You're younger, surely it's not just gospel for you?
It's not gospel at all.
At all. Like I couldn't go playlist. What are you listening to?
Your hip-hop, R&B, piano, some house.
Sure.
Who are you enjoying in hip-hop right now?
Yeah.
Anything local?
Say Aries.
Okay.
Yes.
Aries.
Yeah, Marakiri, you can tempela in church, in gospel. You know, they tempela now. You know, but no modernized, they get.
Yeah.
I saw a cracking. Get down, bula, 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 bula. No, they do that. Bula, 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 bula. Bula, baby, leave.
So what are you listening to? Who's your favorite artist right now? In December when I vala vulo bangu.
Once upon a time, ngangazama ngena ku music.
Hayibo.
Bangifailisa esikolweni when I go to Pretoria, mangifika. I decided music awume kancane now.
Bondani ku music.
Pardon me?
Bondani ku music.
At that time, kwakusena bo Ponjo Mucho the late. So that's what we used to play. Now big some clubs nyana mancane asePitoli, which we used to go to. Yeah. So come on.
Let me tell you something you didn't know. Bojo Mojo was signed to House Therapy Records in Pretoria. That was my label. So Bojo Mojo, Mojava, the record that was us. So I understand that music, which is why when piano is as big as it is now, Oscar, you know, people that listened to that music back then can relate, and we can relate, and may his soul rest in peace, Bojo. But what do you make of the music scene at the moment? Is South African music as loud now this December as when you were growing up?
The music industry has grown. First things first, I feel like in globally, especially on the dance scene, we are the highlight currently. You know, compared to like years back, we used to reflect on other countries, you know, or like look at the American culture, you know. But everyone wants to come here now, so we've grown so much. I mean, if you can check, currently many artists in the country are out of the country, you know, in Ghana, in Africa, in Nigeria, in UK. So we've grown so much. And then in terms of the music, obviously it has changed, you know. I mean, Kwaito a decade ago, we'd be talking Kwaito being like the biggest song of the year, you know, potential biggest song of the year, TKZ, Big Nas, like everything, you know. Yeah. So where we are right now, it has changed. Amapiano specifically, I'm gonna say Amapiano because for a main reason, has brought in a lot of new talent, fresh talent, unknown talent. I'm really grateful for the charger for that, you know, because if you check, our music scene is more like acting in South Africa. There's a lot of people that I've used all over again, you know, over the past 2-3 years that has changed, you know, and now we're looking at many songs being like the contenders of Song of the Year, and that's what we need, you know, options.
What are some of your favorites out of those songs? What are 2 or 3 of your favorites?
I've got a lot of songs
from this year.
There's so many. That's how I don't even know how to pick, because if you look back into the first quarter of the year, there are songs that we've forgotten about now, all of us, you know, and then we're in the fourth quarter, there's still songs. I mean, there's an album dropped last week Friday by Kelvin Momo. It's got a beautiful album. Gabza and Mapois have been dropping great hits, you know, the fresh new talent, you know. So even Zex Bantuini with Osama, you know. There's many beautiful, oh, even myself, man, I dropped a new beautiful song, Asambeni, you know. Yeah. For me, but no, save the best for last.
Right, I'll come back to you there,
yeah.
Oscar, because I also do want to play your music video as well, and I want you to tell us a little bit more about that. But wrap it up with the guys as well. Allow them to wish everybody at home a Merry Christmas. A quick break first, though.
Try the new God Cheese King's Burger Meal for only $89.90 at Steers.
Mom's got a headache. Get Calpol.
Calpol tablets release medicine 5 times faster than standard paracetamol tablets to relieve pain, fever, and headache, so you can get back to life fast. Calpol tablets for pain and fever release medicine 5 times faster than standard paracetamol tablets. Now for adults.
When last have the 3 of us been together? Let's do it.
We will be able to roll this out pretty much immediately.
I've got this.
You both better be on that plane tomorrow.
Our Monati keeps friendships flourishing with freebie SIM-only 6 gigs at $189 per month with loads of extras.
I guess most people get stretch marks, right? I use new Vaseline with Moroccan argan oil to help smooth mine. I noticed the difference after 1 week. So even when life stretches us, we never have to hold back.
New Vaseline with Moroccan argan oil moisturizes and helps smooth stretch marks.
1, 2.
Get the Huawei Nova 9 for $449 per month for 36 months on an MTN Mega Gigs or Mega Talk Access plan with a free lace headset and more. Call, click or visit us today. Go big, go Boza. Everywhere you go, MTN.
To help fight the spread of coronavirus, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap. Together, let's help fight the spread of coronavirus in South Africa.
New Sensodyne Repair and Protect with Deep Repair. It's a huge game changer for me. The science is pretty amazing because it really goes deep inside the tooth and repairs tooth sensitivity. And I'm going to see happy patients. They'll be able to go back to the things that they enjoy eating the most. The science is there. It's going to improve their quality of life in a big way. This is the first thing I recommend. The new Sensodyne Repair and Protect with Deep Repair.
Good morning, Zanzi. It's gonna be hot today.
New
New Advanced Shield with 72-hour non-stop protection. No matter how much you move. New Advanced Shield with 72-hour non-stop protection.
It's almost the end and the last production of Sport at 10 for the year. But before we do the well wishes, Oscar, I'm going to leave it to you. Tell us a little bit about your music video and then link us to it because we want to see it.
Yeah, I dropped an EP, Defenders of House, in winter. You know, it's a 4-track EP, lead single titled Asambeni. It's doing very well, you know. I'm dropping new music. I dropped a single recently called Ulele with my boy C Black. We're dropping new music in the new year. So basically, musically we covered. Amakruvist are really covered. You know, I'm just happy that we're tapping into the house market. We're bringing a new flavor again. You know, that's my objective. You know, and then otherwise there's gigs currently. It's festive season. We're out there playing music for the people traveling, you know, so that's what it's about, yeah.
Well, let's go straight to it. The music video shot as the last thing that ever happened before they shut down our beloved Moja out in Soweto and then conquered it. But ladies and gentlemen, take a look at Oscar Mbo with his offering Asambeni. You're going to be hearing that all over South Africa from the fashionista himself, the man that's got South Africa dancing and the girls sucking. Oscar Mbo, basaka boss. Kodwa ke sesavale sisaqeda ukuthi nje nibe no Christmas omuhle kanti futhi ke ningene kahle kunyaka omusha singakafiki lapho mangiqale ngale Neli nabe ekhaya babuka wena usebenzile kulonyaka na umvuzo wakho phambi kwakho obatshela ukuthi wena ke ufuna ukuvalelisa ubahalelisa kanjani.
Just like to say thank you to everyone that's been there for me this year. It's been a difficult year, but then we've overcome every obstacle. So I'd just like to say thank you to my dad, my sisters, my brother, my teammates, and my friends.
Yep. Sabonga, that was beautiful. Pumzi.
Yeah, maybe before ngivalelisa ngikusho ukuthi it was a beautiful year for us in TUT. Ngoba silana namhlanje, as you can see in front of us, we are ready. We are ready, ever ready. Siyazi ukuthi la wekhona TUT is one of the best in South Africa. And ingakho we are given an opportunity to go to Mozambique in January to represent the country. So ngoba siya lapha siphakamisa iflag laseMzansi, and we are saying to the South Africa in general, to uMzansi wonke ukuthi sicela umthandazo yenu, sicela support yenu South Africa, because akulula ukuba ngaphandle kweSouth Africa uhamba nama players, uhamba nabantwana ukuthi you need ukuthi bagade ngaso sonke isikhathi. So please kubazali bonke emakhaya kubo bonke South Africa as a whole siyacela imkhuleko yenu ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sibuye ne gold at the end of the day.
Amen.
Amen.
There's a lot I'd have to say, Nico, just
but
we
first, just tell them your nickname. You've been dying to tell them your nickname.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Nickname Jenene Dlamini. You can find me on socials. Jenene Dlamini, Boniso Dlamini, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and Boniso Dlamini. That's me. Yeah. It was a challenging year for us, go volleyball, but at the same time a very good year. Abafana have been struggling for a lot before, but we've came together as a team. We want to TUT. Sabonsana, we sat down, then we work on Indlela ya Pambili. We are where we are because of Sihlangene right now, and I want to wish all South Africans ukhulumile uMakhumalo right now, ucela umthandazo, ucela support, sicela nabazali emakhaya. Siye camping so not so long. Please, parents, please let our players come so we can go get the gold. That's all we're asking for.
You've had an outstanding year. You made history this year.
Yeah, a great year for Mamelodi Sundowns. All in all, I just want to thank my players, Mamelodi Sundowns staff, for the support that they give us, the management and all that. How can I forget the Sundowns faithfuls, the supporters, you know, the well-wishes messages that they've been sending us while we were representing the country. Overall, ngithe bantwini ababe no Christmas omnandi bayiphathe kahle bangakhohlwa ukuthi iCovid isasekho.
Oscar, sivala ngawo.
Yes, first of all, thank you guys for having us tonight. Cool. And then I'd like to thank my parents specifically, my mother and my dad, my siblings, for the support over this year. It's been a crazy one. Got us last corner manager because of the family support. And then I'd like to urge everyone who's going out from today, who's been going out up until the new year. It's a tough time. It's festive season. Please be safe at all times. And guys, please go vaccinate. Thank you so much.
Tips, it's your show, so I'm going to close it from Andile Ngobe. Ngiyabonga kini nonke anything ngetsuku lidutimo lefatshe le rona ra leboga. Thank you so much for the support. Tips, it's on to you.
On behalf of the Sports at 10 team, Thomas Mlambo, everyone that's behind the scene, I'm going to call everyone who's able to come into studio so we can shut down the year in the way that we do. Luyanda, come through. Anyone who's that side, Tafgai Mazivugo, all of you come through. KP, people don't know that Sport at 10 is not a show that's between me and Thomas. It's the whole crew. This is the last show of the year. And I want us all, maybe we can rise and stand and say in the famous words that we always say, if you're not watching Sport at 10, what are you doing? See you guys next week.
The following program may not be suitable for children. Parental guidance is advised.